Volunteer firefighters in New South Wales will be eligible for up to $6,000 in compensation as part of a federal government scheme. As Julia Bradley reports, it won't become a permanent payment.
Prime Minister Scott Morrison and New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian have stressed it's compensation for volunteer firefighters who have experienced income loss as a result of the long-running bushfire crisis. But it won't become a permanent payment, and the RFS Commissioner says volunteer fireys don't want it to be.
They don't want to be paid, that's the message I'm getting loud and clear, but to ensure that there is no hardship or adversity as a result of that volunteering commitment, today's announcement will certainly provide that surety and that confidence and that safety net for volunteers, particularly those that are self-employed or in small or medium business.
The compensation applies to volunteers who are self-employed or work for small and medium businesses and have been called out for more than 10 days this fire season. Payments total up to $6,000 per person. It's tax-free and won't be means tested.
The firefighters have the community's back, and what this announcement today demonstrates is we have their back when it comes to protecting them against income loss.
The federal government has set aside $50 million for the compensation. It's being touted as a framework that will allow other states to follow suit.
We can't thank them enough. And it's not to pay them, but it's to compensate them. It's to make sure they don't go backwards. They're not suffering financial loss, and themselves or their families aren't enduring additional hardship on top of what is a very stressful time. 1,700 firefighters are now working to strengthen containment lines ahead of worsening conditions this week.
We've got some deteriorating weather conditions over the coming days, particularly Monday and worsening through to Tuesday. Tomorrow we can start expecting to see some fairly widespread severe conditions, particularly down through the southern half of New South Wales, the southeastern quadrant of the state, and those conditions will then intensify as we head into Tuesday, with not just widespread severe that will extend from the southeast corner of the state right up through our central west and through the Hunter and places like that. But we can also expect a broad geographic area of extreme fire danger ratings, which will extend through places like the Southern Ranges, the Illawarra South Coast.
Temperatures are set to rise, and a cold front will bring stronger winds on Monday and Tuesday.